What's up, guys? Intro to the intro to the intro, or something like that. Nope. Okay, let me try this again. The first clip you're about to watch here,
You suck!
What's up, guys? GA. The first clip you're about to watch here is not related to the video at all. This is something Rice Crispy sent me, and I thought it was funny, so I figured I'd include it. Just want to go ahead and remind everybody, make sure you subscribe. If you like the videos, hit the like button. If you dislike them, hit the dislike button. Leave a comment. Let me know why you feel either way. And, share this with people that you care about. And we're out here trying to hold the government accountable. And, yeah, we could use your support, man. That's all I'm saying. So, on with the video.
Sorry, I got the camera the wrong way, guys.
Are you talking about loitering? You're a fucking customer. Alright, what you? Back to the city clerk's office and all that
so
stuff.
People can walk into the chamber still.
Right.
Okay, so when you walk in, you still have access to the bathroom and then gym.
Yeah, you still have access to the, but I guess they're calling the hallways restricted area now.
What's her name? McKinley.
Joanne?
Leanne works the front. Yeah, I guess it's Joanne.
Joanne.
Yeah. She has it around her and then the rest. What about into planning and where Soto's office?
Yeah, that's where it goes. Joanne's completely boxed in now. Behind, and all she has is a vent hole, a pass-through window.
What about get into planning? So right then you got permitting. Well, yeah, planning, and you got Soto's office, Congressman Soto.
Yeah, all that stuff is blocked out from the.
But that's blocked into. I'm sorry, because I was.
I think you can still get back there to get the pamphlets.
But his office.
But it's like that's where the walls are.
It's probably just for security for the people then to. Because, if someone ran down, you got that girl at the desk, they want someone to run by the hall and then smash in glass and, God forbid, whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, man? How you?
Denied.
Okay, music's on.
Jamming.
Yeah.
Or he's ignoring the hell out of you.
No, he's a good guy. He runs he's the manager for the Whiz Flow down there. He's a real nice guy. He was smiling at me when he was walking by. That's the only thing I can think of. And they probably keep it that way so no one has to be there to open the door to let everybody into the commission meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah. I never ever tried to get into anybody's office or anything in there, but they have lots of artwork down in the hallways.
Yeah.
So I would go back there and take pictures of the artwork, and then they have the plaques in the backside of it.
Yeah.
But on the employee entrance side.
East side, yeah.
Yeah, that part.
Last time I was there, they were actually cutting into the ceiling to put it up. So
I just need to cut in here for a second. All these notifications going off during this conversation reminds me to remind you, again, to subscribe and to make sure you hit those bell notifications. Make sure they're selected to all so you know when we post here. Now, back to the video.
I haven't been back since. It's been a few months. I
did a records request one time and gave the girl my first name, my email address, but I didn't fully identify myself. Well, she sends me an email back with Mr. and my last name on it. So I'm like, that's interesting.
Did you pull a report or something?
I pulled a personnel file.
Okay.
So when she did that, I went and asked her about it. And she said pretty much she looked into my email address and it was attached to a Facebook page. And she's like, seems like a lot of extra work that you're going through for something.
This is at City Hall?
This is HR, City Hall, the annex.
Okay. Man, you're making yourself famous. You're getting known. See what happens when you get arrested for the cause?
I guess. But I just found out today that when I made that personnel file record request, she must have made a phone call to somebody, which I didn't even know the lady's name until today. When's it? Shara?
She works for us.
Crime Suppression Coordinator, whatever the hell that is.
It says it in the title. Shara is actually not our crime suppression person any longer. She's over our accounts. I don't think she has anything to do with that anymore. She's doing all of our accounts and everything else like that. So
Well, anyway,
Good. How are you?
Bless my brother.
Excellent. Have a great
she
night.
must have made a phone call to this girl, and then this girl sends an email off to what was it, McNally,
How long
Boyd.
was this?
This was September. I just got the request back today. I thought they had let it time out or whatever.
I want to say September. Shara may have. Well, September she may have still been crime analyst then. I know she was. She's over in like our finances and stuff like that. And like you said, man, September maybe she wasn't. No, she should have been in. Hold on a second.
Somebody sent me in
September. I know for a fact in October she was up in finance. She may have been there longer, and I'm just having a brain fart. And I can't remember how long.
Yeah, I didn't even
But I
know
know she's
anything
been
about it.
doing
Like,
finances.
I just found out.
Accounts receivable, stuff like that.
I spoke with, was it, I don't know if it's Rusich or Rusich?
Rusich, our downtown guy, kind of a bigger guy stalking.
Yeah, well, I talked to her, I stopped by, you know, did the whole same thing I did to you first time I talked to you, 77, and asked
yeah, throw the jargon. throw the jargon, everybody, it works.
They like the jargon.
Everybody loves the jargon.
It's not the same everywhere though, so.
No, 10-4 good buddy, come back, that's like CB time.
Yeah.
That's the bandit.
I'm starting to slowly figure out that Signal 13 is suspicious most places in Florida.
Probably.
But
For the most part, I think most agencies have a core crew of the same ones.
Yeah.
It's just to cut down radio traffic. There's some agencies that don't do that, just do plain talk. They're like, hey, being around to Arabella's, they want to report 2 vehicles broken into.
yeah, I think Pinellas tried telling me that they were all plain talk now, but at the same time, they still use some code. You're not going to plain talk all the time.
No, you're not. And you'll have some older guys that have been around forever, and they'll have codes, and they'll be used to that. So some of the young guys may have to learn them.
Yeah.
And there's some that you probably be better off having codes for, so that when you're walking into a store, it doesn't go, there's a bomb at Macy's, you know? And people are like, oh, there's a bomb, you know? So something like that.
Right.
Probably a good thing.
So, but anyway, back to that story of that. So basically,
Yeah. Okay.
they notified the supervisor of the officer whose personnel file I asked for what?
Go back up for a second. You might have made a public records request at HR.
I
HR, right?
I get a public
So
records
then-
request from HR. They fulfilled the public records request, but when she, you know, I first found out the thing about how she was investigating who I was,
HR person?
the HR person, and she's just a staff assistant in HR, so she really, like, it's not her in her job description to. Maybe she was a newbie when I found that out too, so it was probably a rookie mistake. She probably didn't, you know what was going on at first, but yeah, I found out that she notified. What was it? The supervisors. What's that?
You said McNally.
Yeah, McNally, Squad 1. It was a Squad 1 officer that I
Boyd McNally.
inquired about, and so that makes me wonder: does that happen often?
If you're going to HR getting people's records, I've never, when someone's gone over there, I've never been notified about it. I don't know if that's a policy they have now, saying, hey, someone's file was pulled, but I don't write the rules for HR, so I don't know what they do.
And you're not very brushed up on Chapter 119, are you?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like it should be a policy. That's what I'm curious about. Is that standard operating procedure, or is it?
You have to ask HR, bro.
Because if that's the case, then you're
Well, Michelle, you know Michelle from HR? She's over HR.
Michelle.
Yeah. Sean's the one that you probably have dealt with down there.
No, Sean Dykes is the
Right.
the supervisor, I guess, down there, right?
She's like the manager, yeah.
Right.
But Sean is, there's one more person between her and the city manager, and that's going to be Michelle. And why can I not think of Michelle's last name right now? Oh my God.
No, I was dealing with Shala. She's a newer girl.
Yeah, she's newer, yeah. Yep.
And that's why I thought, like, when I figured out, because
Yeah, she's been here for a few months.
Sorry guys, I had to cut the audio. This guy pulled up on his motorcycle playing really loud but well-known music. Most likely I get a copyright strike for it. I was just making a comment to Keegan about how it was loud considering it was coming from a motorcycle, and he just assured me that it was only that loud because it was bouncing off the walls of the buildings. I have no idea why I brought it up, which is why I said this.
I wasn't expecting you to go, like, enforce anything. I think it's pretty dumb, some of the noise laws and stuff they have. Of course, I stay in a place where they have a Nazi amount of rules to follow. So.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Terrific.
What'd you eat? Fish and chips.
Lobster and shrimp
At Fire? No, where?
at Fire.
How was it? Good?
Delicious.
Excellent. Are you guys from Fires too with them?
We were at Fire with them. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right.
Service a little slow. Service a little
Have a good night.
She says
How you doing?
service was a little slow. I worked there for a short stint. They actually owe me a little bit of money still.
Let's walk in there. Let's walk in there. Is it the same company? Same owners or?
Yeah. Well, I only did like a few lunches over there, but they had this account thing set up for Carden. It was like some business, but they would settle up once a month for their tab. So they come in and eat lunch all through the month, and then at the end of the month they settle up for the tab.
Business is Carden?
The business Carden,
Okay.
yeah. So I had served them like 2 or 3 times or whatever, but I'm supposed to.
Or it's like a small group?
It was probably like 6 or 7 guys or whatever they would come in. It's not like it was a hard thing. The thing is I'm supposed to wait a month for my tips for these tables to come in.
Oh, and that's how that worked too? Oh, the business, they would cash you out?
Well, yeah, I ended up quitting before they ever paid me for it, and then I was like, well, I guess I'm not getting it now because I quit. So. But it seems weird. Like, yeah, if you want to set up an account like that, that's cool, and you want to wait a month for your money, that's fine. But you should still pay out your employees and stuff in the meantime. Let's see. Hopefully this one worked for them because the other 2 that they had didn't work. Slice.
So these are
didn't.
the same owners that when you were there?
Yeah, it's the Hills are still there. They used to own Slice when that was a thing.
Yeah, down by...
The building that's cursed. It used to be Shells, then it used to be...
Shell's coming back, but not here. They're coming back to Pocatello.
Really?
Yeah. I thought they got rid of Shells. I thought Shells folded, but they stayed in Tampa. And they're coming back to Lakeland to what was the Manny's in Southside Lakeland. I saw it on... somewhere. What did I see? The Ledger? Ledger Online or something?
Yeah.
But they're coming back.
Speaking
Shells
of
is good.
what you were saying, I was talking about Rusich. I just found out today
Put my sunglasses
from
on.
a Ledger article that he used to be the IA guy before Bolton.
He did a stint in IA just like I did. Yeah.
Oh, you did it too for a while?
I was over hiring in IA back in at the end of 2010 and for a few years.
Wow.
So yeah, Bolton's doing it now, but Rusich was as well. Yep. He worked in detectives for a while. He had a really good clearance rate, and he did really well. But yeah, he changed the pace.